Mayor Kathi Hemken from the City of New Hope joining us for a weekly update. Welcome, Mayor. How are you today?
Thanks, I'm fine. Welcome to August.
Yes, we are here, and that means we are about ready for an election. Give us an update on the election process, what New Hope residents need to know about the primary coming up in the middle of the month.
Well, you can always get an absentee ballot. You can send in the request one from Hennepin County. You'll get your ballot back, fill it out, send it in. But you can also go to City Hall and you can fill out your absentee form there. They'll give you the ballot. You can vote when you're right there. Any day during the week, Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30. They're also going to be available to do that on Saturday the 8th from 10 to 3. So if you're more comfortable going into City Hall, be sure you wear a mask. You can vote, and then you won't be going to your polling place. If you choose, will be your polling place on the 11th, and there'll be normal election hours for that.
City's website on the bottom of the screen, newhopemn.gov, to find out about the election information the mayor just mentioned, and also about this next topic. We've talked quite a bit, Mayor, about the city services survey. Give us a little update, information coming in, but still a chance for people to participate.
Well, they have until September 14th to get their survey in. You know, you can either do it online. Don't do it twice, by the way.
Okay.
You can do it online, or you can fill out that survey that came with your utility bill. We put it online because not everybody gets a utility bill. And we want to hear from renters as well as people that are homeowners. So the survey is coming in good. We don't have a lot of results yet, but it's looking pretty good. I think people are pretty happy with what's going on in the city.
Very good. Again, go to the website to find out more about that. West Metro Fire Rescue District, something maybe residents don't know, that there is actually a resident representative to that group. Tell me about the need for someone to step forward and volunteer.
Well, West Metro has a board of directors, and it comprises of somebody from the council of each of the two cities, New Hope and Crystal, a citizen representative from each of the two cities, the city managers from each of the cities, and a neutral party that happens to live in Robbinsdale. And so this board of directors meets every other month or so. Well, New Hope is looking for a new citizen representative. So they have until August 14th to fill out the application. And then the council will interview these people. We'll pick one to be our representative on that board of directors. So it's kind of a fun place to be. You hear about what's going on in the fire department and how that operation works.
Very good. Residents, step forward if you are interested. Mask distribution. Let's talk a little bit about thousands and thousands of masks that are now in the hands of New Hope businesses. How did this all happen?
Well, 20,000 masks, actually.
Wow.
Hennepin County contacted Twin West Chamber of Commerce and asked if Twin West could get the cities to help distribute these masks. So we got a bunch of masks into New Hope, and we put out a thing that says, come and get masks if you need them. They could get up to 500. People came in and they took what they thought they would need for their business. They're for the employees. They're for people that come in without a mask. We're really trying to get those masks on people to keep this COVID-19 thing under control.
And I understand they went pretty quickly. There was no need to put out a second notice about this.
No, they went very quickly indeed.
Excellent. Let's talk a little bit more about businesses. A few updates we have. One about the networking group, but first about a new business that's coming to town in a familiar spot. Tell us about the spot and when the business might be open.
Well, the micro distillery is coming to where Mountain Mud was. They've paid their licensing fees because it's going to be alcohol being served there. And they're thinking of a soft opening in September. So I think there'll be some outside seating as well as some inside. And mostly they're distilling vodka and gin. So you go in for a pineapple vodka, I guess.
And the name is the Pocket Square Cocktail Lounge. So look for that coming and more information coming out about that. I mentioned the business networking group. Again, tell us a little bit about this group, and they've got a special meeting coming up with some important information for the community.
They meet on the first and third Wednesdays of the month. The first Wednesday is at 8:30, the third is at 2, and it's all online. This time they usually get a guest speaker in, and this time they're bringing in the food distribution people and the food shelf folks, and how their business has changed and the different needs they are experiencing and what the citizens can do to help.
Very good. And information about that group on the city's website as well. Let's talk about road construction, some of the projects going on. And we've talked about our friends at Northwood Parkway for quite some time. Tell us about the progress being made, but work still to be done.
Oh, those guys are such dears in Northwood Parkway. They've lived in a mess all summer long. So everyone knows it's been divided into two sections. Phase one has been done. I think they're done with the road construction, or almost done. In phase two, they've got the water mains and the sewer lines buried, and it looks like it's kind of got a road on it, but not sure. They're going to start reconstructing that road, I think this week sometime. So that's pretty exciting.
All right, let's hope the nice weather continues to allow that work to happen. Let's move over to Park and Rec. They've been enjoying the nice weather. In fact, some hot weather on a particular event recently. Tell us about some of the things they've been doing in some of the upcoming classes.
Well, Park and Rec has been so creative, as all staff have. And they're thinking of ways to get people out that they can be safe. So they decided to have a drive-in movie over at Crystal Community Center. And I understand CCX helped with the sound of that. There were about 115 people that attended that. It was very, very hot. The kids loved it. A lot of those little kids have never seen a drive-in movie. So for them, it was really exciting. It was a nice thing to do. We're starting some of our classes, like the youth fencing class. There's a story time with the snow princess, whoever that might be.
Okay.
I'm not sure. There's girls and boys basketball camps, and the playground pals are still they're working on those. The adult softball leagues, they're hiring and training umpires. They're working on the standings. So the adult softball leagues are playing, and they seem to be doing well. They're scheduling the fields.
And how about some of the recreational facilities, the golf course and the ice arena? They are very busy as well.
They are. Well, first of all, the golf course has got open golf on the weekends mostly. During the week, there's a lot of leagues that are playing. But if you want to golf, I would call or either go online and make that tee time that way. They've been renting out the back of the golf course a lot for people to come in and have a barbecue or have some family gatherings. So that seems to be working very well. They've got them real distanced. And then, of course, there's those little kids in the golf school that are just so much fun to watch. The bags are bigger than the kids, and it's so cute to watch them do that. And at the ice arena, of course, they're doing social distancing both on the ice and in the stands. And they're cleaning the locker rooms, and they're making sure not too many kids are in the locker rooms. They had a girls' showcase tournament this last weekend, the 16 and up and the 19 and up girls tournament. And that went very, very well. So we're trying to do all kinds of stuff. They're doing training for the girls this week. Last week, the boys finished up their training. So we're trying to use the facilities in the best way that we can.
Let's hop over to the Civic Center and the pool site. And as people may have driven by, they can tell that the final touches are happening there. Tell us about the landscaping and some of those final special things that are going in.
Well, in the parking lot, there's those little islands they have. And so they did the landscaping. The rocks are put in those. They laid sod over by the pavilion and the theater. And they're asking people, don't walk on the sod. It really needs to get a chance to grow. And last week we talked about the blow mulch. And of course, when you blow in mulch, you have to water it. And so the contractors have been out trying to water this mulch because we haven't had any rain. So the grass is starting to grow. It looks like tiny little things coming up, but it's starting to look like a real swimming pool. And there's water in the pool, but you can't use it. The water is to cure that plaster. And one thing, Dave, we missed was the building inspections and the permits.
Yes.
So we're doing as many permits as we can virtually, but they're now doing point of sale, single family rentals in person, where they're asking just one person to come in with a mask, and they'll go through the house and do that inspection for them. So do call, and if you need a point of sale inspection, do call. And the new building, they're able to go in with one person into that new building and give an occupancy certificates for them too.
Very good. Good update to be taking place. And final note, you just wanted to pass along another note to New Hope residents, as we've said all through COVID-19, that be neighborly, check in on those neighbors. What's the word you'd like to pass along to the residents?
Well, there's a lot of people that are quarantined in their houses, and some of them can't drive, won't drive. You can order food, but that doesn't seem very friendly sometimes. So if you could just call, stop by, stand outside and talk through the screen, just just keep your neighbors in mind and try to be a little more friendly. We really are all in this together.
Very, very true. Again, a lot of information today passed along by the mayor. If you'd like to find out more, go to the city's website, newhopemn.gov. Mayor Hemken, thanks again for your time. We will talk to you again next week.
Thank you, Dave.
Learn more about the connection at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.